As you make your way in there, you can hear the screams of a girl, and as you make your way inside and turn around, look through a pillar, you see a girl dressed in rags, dishevelled, bleeding from the nose and the ears, and she is just screaming. Anyone got anything that they want to add to that?
I think so. I would ask what it looked like as we were walking in. Like, is it just a big open space, and we're all like, are we all stood abreast? Are we like, because it was like getting towards the end of the session, and we kind of got there quickly, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's a room with alcoves and pillars, so it's very much in keeping with the open room, the first room that you went in. Already, this one's a lot smaller. Yeah, there was quite a few alcoves that are spilling with gold, and if I get up the, it's been a while since I looked at it.
It's been a while.
Been a while. If I can turn back time.
No. No way.
Yeah, it's quite a complex shaped room, really. There's quite a few alcoves. You can see that there are small pillars, which are just really sort of narrow and thin. You can sort of see that there's 4 of them in a row, and then you can see that there are large pillars off to your left, and between each one of those is a small pillar as well, and the gaps that are sort of going through that you can sort of see as you're moving round are just glinting with the light of gold.
It's brightly lit, wasn't it? Sconces all over.
It's brightly lit, not necessarily sconces. From what you can see, is that the gold is reflecting almost like as if it was like in daylight, and you're not really certain how you can see it, because the ceiling looks like a ceiling, but it's almost as if rays of sunlight are coming through from above.
Daylight in the depths.
Yeah. There are sconces, don't get me wrong, there are sconces that are lit. But it does look like there's like shafts of light coming from above. Okay.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
From where we stood, do I recognise this child? Have I seen this child before at all?
Just roll a perception check.
13.
No.
Cool.
Are we fairly out in the open?
No, you everything is quite sort of narrow.
Okay.
There's nothing sort of wider than 10 feet. But even the ground that you're standing on, there are gold coins everywhere. You can't walk anywhere without stepping on gold.
How far away from us is she? Like, how far into the room?
Say she's about 20 feet, and she's screaming.
She's still screaming.
Like she's in pain, or just like she's afraid of what she can see us.
That's what I was going to ask. Where's she looking? Can we look in that direction?
She just sort of like her eyes are almost rolled back. It's almost like the whites of her eyes, and you can sort of see that there's just blood from her nose, from her ears. And she's just standing on what looks like a small mound of gold.
Does she look stiff, or like is she curled up?
Yeah, think sort of carry. You know what I mean? She's got that sort of just screaming, sort of standing still.
Has anyone got any sort of magic that they think they can do to obviously help?
I've got a healing potion. Is looking. Do you think? I mean, Nick's crying out that this is a trap, but can't. We need to try and help, don't we?
Yeah.
Have you got
I'll.
anything that can help at range?
Well, I mean, they're only like 20 feet away, aren't they? So, I mean, we're having a conversation, so there's a good chance that she's probably going to hear us. So I'm just going to speak out and just say, "Child, are you all right?"
No, you just the screaming only pauses to take a breath, and in the back of your mind you feel a stirring, and you hear a voice. Quite a talent, this one.
Wonderful. Just me or everybody?
Just Isla.
And I'll kind of say back. Have you got any info you want to share?
I've never known anyone to. Well, I don't even know what that was. Tuning, maybe. She only touched the stone.
With him saying that, would I recognise if it's the girl from who ran in the sewers?
I'm just trying to think about what you actually seen while you were down there, because I'm not certain you actually seen her.
Okay, that's fine.
As a party, we spent quite a little bit of time because we gave them money, and oh no, she got run off, didn't she?
She'd already gone.
She'd
When-
already been taken.
When Isla's having this conversation that we couldn't hear, does he look like he's mouthing words, or is he just stood there?
Well, that would be up to Isla. Is it?
I probably would have tried responding in my head.
Hmm.
and see if
Okay,
that-
so
if
we
that's
can't
kind
see any of that. We're just all stood there staring.
Isla, have you got like any sort of restoration spell or something like that? Some way of dispelling what's happening to her?
I have our restoration spell, yeah. Whether it'll do anything for her, I don't know. But I don't know. That aboleth, whatever this stone is, it's just spoken to me, and I think that she's like this because she's was attuned to the stone and now she isn't.
Shit. And now you're attuned to the stone.
Yep.
Can you ask?
Yeah.
Can we ask how long she's been like this for? Would it know?
I ask that in my head. How long has she been like this? What, is this to do with you? What have you done to her?
I've never known an item to imprint itself on an individual before.
Yeah, this thing doesn't know exactly what's going on either.
How high is she? How high is she floating?
She's not floating. She's just standing on a pile of
So
gold.
she's not like elevating.
No, she's not like levitating. No.
Stood there.
But she looks rigid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop Saw into existence. Grab Thorin around the shoulder and send Saw out just into the middle, further into the middle. Sort of fly around and just have a look around if there's anything else I can see that's going on. See the backside of her and stuff.
Yeah, it's just more alcoves and poke pillars and shafts of sunlight. There's nothing seemingly round the back.
Other than, like, obviously you said there's loads of gold coin. Is there anything else that we can see that's of gold nature but more expensive than anything else, or looks more valuable?
You can see that in amongst the gold there's there are gems and various things like that. There's nothing like ornamental in there.
No, there's no like statues or anything.
No.
Can I just obviously, and if I see anything near me that looks gem wise, can I? Because I've got a little loot bag. Can I just put a little couple of things in there?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast message at the girl and say, "We're here to help. Can you hear me?" You can respond to this message. Maybe.
No response.
Mad at night, mostly.
I'm gonna approach the girl and stand in front of her and just place one hand on her shoulder to see if I get any response.
I'd go with Isla as he approaches. I don't want him going by himself.
Can I ready my trident?
There is no change in what she's doing. It's now become deafening. You clench your jaw with how uncomfortable this is.
Shall I try give her this potion?
I mean, I can try and restore her, but I don't know if it'll do any good.
Try knocking her
Well,
out.
Yeah. What if we try knocking her out?
I mean,
Does she seem alive? Can I
From
see
what
if
you
she's
can-
got? Can I see if she's got a pulse?
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, you feel around the neck and you can feel that there is a pulse. She doesn't flinch. She seems to just be locked in this position. And I'll just roll a medicine check.
Can you
5.
move her at all?
5. This doesn't seem to be agony of more lunacy. It seems to be. It doesn't seem to. It seems to be something that's internal in her head. It doesn't seem to be.
Genuine, real pain.
Yeah, there's no sort of cuts or broken limbs to speak of. There's.
So a bit like the Joker's laugh.
Cruciatus curse.
I slap her across the face.
How hard are we slapping here? What's the hard enough to what?
No.
Yeah,
Knock her over or?
Yeah, it's a good slap to the chops.
Pimp slap.
Like it's not like a
Is it a
it's a
backhand?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ideally I don't want to mark it, but I'm giving her a good wallop trying to.
You don't want to mark.
It's a good job it's a child so he can reach.
Hollow child line.
Put one of your lemons in a sock and hit her with it.
I cut lemon in half and just jam it in both her eyes.
First
Does
note,
it burn?
How you
first
like
note
them
of the day,
lemons?
Isla hits a child.
Social work alarms
Yeah,
going off, guys.
I'm trying to put this across in a way that doesn't seem horrendous in slapping a child. Bearing in mind I'm probably the same height, if not shorter, and 2, it being a woman. But
You horrendously slap a child in the face. You sort of see that her head sort of snaps, but then returns and continues screaming. She doesn't see you or seem phased by it. It's just the inertia of the slap that moved her.
well, this is problematic.
Can you move her from the spot? Is she
I don't
stuck there?
Negan,
Give me a hand, Isla, and we'll try and drag her down and
Just try
put her in
pushing.
the roughly recovery position. I don't
Yeah, push her over.
On
You've
hold
slapped her. Push her over now.
Isla, just help me gently lay her down.
Not necessarily
ahead.
push her over, just try and move her somewhere else.
Call the names.
I try and
I
hopefully with
will.
this as help, just lower her and lay her on the ground.
I will assist with that.
Yeah. She's now prone and screaming.
Fuck's sake.
Brilliant.
Put a sock in it.
Put the bag of holding over her head.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking.
No, we stop torturing this child. I say as I consider knocking her out.
Next thing he's like, I lift up her dress.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's got dark. Anyway,
Mm.
I mean, I can try and cast a restoration spell on it, but I don't know if it'll help.
Why
Is
don't
it
you
a
ask your
waste of
friend?
your magic?
What have we tried taking her out of this room?
Possibly. I just can't go in my head again. Is there any way to make her stop screaming? She's starting to do my head in.
I'm quite intrigued by it.
Well,
Let her scream.
you're less than helpful, aren't you?
What's he saying, this lad?
He's just saying let her scream. He's intrigued by it all. And I thought I was a prick.
I mean, on that point, try not to annoy this potentially powerful ancient creature, but yeah. There you go, should we try lift her out?
That's what I'm thinking. Take her out of the room.
I mean, I don't know if just the thought if she's like this because she's become unattuned to the stone. What if I give her the stone and see if that has any?
We are playing with the magics that I certainly don't understand.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't understand. We've got a screaming girl. We've got a fuck ton of gold. I mean, if you
What do
guys
we?
want to just, I mean, you guys can start filling the portable hole if you want. If that's what the goal of this is, just start putting some gold away. And
What did the stone say? Because we came down here because after the stone kind of indicated there was something further for us to do. You were slightly vague about, like you said, it was still worth coming down here, but what were you expecting?
it said that I would find something that I was looking for, which we can certainly get around to. But I mean, my main concern is this screaming child and seeing if that we can help her in any way. And
Yeah, but if you give her the stone, then what happens to you? Is this what we've got to expect?
Maybe she could just touch it and she'd feel okay.
Well, that's what I
Like,
mean.
she
I'm not.
might not have to attune.
Maybe not. I mean, it'll take her a while to reattune to it anyway. But I can
She's not
certainly see
even
if
compos mentis to attune, is she?
no. But I'll take the stone out.
Does she
I'm gonna
react
take.
at all to the stone being out in front of her?
You've took it out now, have you?
Yeah, I'll take it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna take 10 steps back and draw my bow.
She's not looking particular at anything. She's sort of just staring like through things into space.
Okay. And I'm gonna take the stone in one hand. I might kind of keep hold of it, but kind of put it in her hand as well, and see if there's any reaction.
Yeah, you take her hand and you place the stone within it, and you see that the eyes sort of flicker again. This time now, but coming into sort of focus rather than sort of rolling back white to the eyes. And you hear her say, "The sovereignty," and then she passes out.
The sovereignty. I mute.
She passes out like she's stable, passed out.
You can see that she's breathing. You can see that she's stopped screaming. Her eyes are closed.
Has anything happened in the room after that time, or is it everything just still the same? It's just that she stopped.
Everything remains the same. She's just stopped screaming and
Does
seems
that phrase,
peaceful for a second.
I just want to put my trident back in and then start picking up gems.
I'm saying, I'm just gonna just say just 1 second, big man, and then I'm just gonna move the stone back away. Does she stare again?
No, she seems to be at peace for this. Passed out, if you like. She's breathing. It seems quite calm.
Okay, well, that was different.
So, did anyone pick any of this gold up? I've not been touching it in case there's some sort of weird trick going on.
I've just been
Picked it up, yeah.
I've been picking up little gems and stuff that I see that look more than the gold.
Very cool. No ill effect.
I'll see. Now that she's stopped screaming, say to him, just stand still for a second. I just want to see if I can, see if I can hear anything, any other noises, any other moving about, shufflings, the movement of gold. Does there seem to be any other, or anything else in the vicinity other than us just based off sound alone?
Can I send Saw around again and do the same thing?
Both roll perception checks.
21.
For you, is that you hear the distance sort of clicking and rumbling, almost like a scraping noise, and you believe that that's the door at the top of the stairs resetting in the room.
Only got 13, so.
For the 13, yeah, just continuing on the flyby, you can. Are you teleport? Are you looking through Saul's eyes, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just see that this is just. It's just like a. It's more like a large sort of loop. This room, that interconnects with three. Well, yeah, three pillars in the middle, so you can weave your way between all this room. But it's just everything's quite narrow. It's just pillars, large pillars in the middle, small pillars on the outsides, alcoves.
Is there any other exit, and how big are we talking for the room size?
Room size across is 50 foot in width, about 75 feet in length, from what you can gather. As for other exits, not that you can see.
And I'll just communicate that to the guys. Can't see any other way out of here.
Okay. Is there, just taking a look around, are there any signs of, say, symbols on the wall, or any, so like, focal point, like any, obvious plinths, or, places that would seem to be, central, or the main, like, what would be considered the jackpot type thing on a plinth or anything like that? Anything obvious in that sense?
Alarm
No,
on the
there's
top
not.
of
There's
the huge
nothing.
pile.
There's nothing obvious there. No, it's just there's just an awful lot of gold.
Okay.
Can I go to the small pile where she had been and start really closely sort of touching and moving that around and kind of having a... I'm trying to investigate that bit and see if there's anything particular to do with that area.
Yeah, shifting through the gold. It's just a lot of gold. You eventually, after a couple of moves aside, scattering with your foot, moving the other one away with your hand, You can see that the almost like cobbled floor of this particular room. Yeah, like I said, there's just gold scattered everywhere, which looks like it would have been at one point in quite orderly, well, maybe not orderly piles, but piles, and then over time, this gold has come to sort of rest in these walkways where you are now, and other little piles have formed under its own weight.
Thinking about where I know we've been since we entered this room, can I have a look for any other footprints or other signs of entry or tracks?
Yeah, roll perception. This is you now, not Saw.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
me. I'm not perceptive. No. Would it be perception or investigation? It's
I'll let you choose.
16 then. That's better.
16. There are gaps in the gold to the floor, but whether or not they're footprints would be hard to tell. There's no sort of footprint, if you like.
Did Isla communicate that he heard the door shut? Or did anybody else?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I think the door's still shut behind us. I think, listen, it's one of those. If I'm gonna go and see to the girl, see if I can look after her. If you guys want to take a little look around, but if you see any, keep an eye out for any books or tombs or scrolls or anything like that.
I think the girl seems to be okay. I mean, not okay, but stable.
I'm gonna hearing that, I'm gonna sit down and start trying to. I'm gonna cast detect magic ritually, so it takes 10 minutes. And it's
Okay.
just to see if I can see anything.
Okay. So while that's going on,
I'll use 10 minutes to go back into store and fly up towards where I see or think I see the light coming from. How tall is this cavern?
the height is. Let me see. It'd be about 10 foot in height. It's not huge.
Like a high ceiling in a grand house. Not
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll send Thor and look through Thor's eyes to try and see where I see anything to do with this source of light.
The source of light itself is, and as the detect magic is starting to kick in for Thorin as well, you can see that this is an enchanted ceiling. That it's the enchantment that's on the ceiling is casting these rays of sun through the ceiling itself. Whether that's coming from the outside as a reflection, or whether that's just a permanent sort of daylight effect, you don't really know.
Do I detect anything else in the room with detect magic, or is it just the ceiling?
No, not that you can tell. There doesn't seem to be anything that's standing out.
I say to everyone's like, right, listen, if we're gonna save these Castellanza kids at the very least, we need 1 gold piece shy of 1 million. So I don't know if it's worth trying to get some gold stashed away now, so that at least we got a chance of saving these kids when we get back.
Let's get out the portable hole. How full is it?
It's like 15
Two
foot,
chests
isn't it?
and 5 urns in it.
It's a pretty big hole.
Yeah, how much gold can we get in a 15-foot hole?
I don't know, you've got a bag of holding as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's what we put it in, because if we're putting it in loose, we've got to get it out loose.
It'll take time, but it's achievable.
Can me and Morphos look for like if there's any like crates or anything to carry stuff in?
No, you can't see there any sort of chests or.
I mean, like, I think just put it into the portable hole. I think we can sort out the details later. Have a little look around and see if you can find any stacks of platinum first. Bigger denominations of coin.
And gems.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. If you could find me a diamond worth 300 gold pieces each, roughly, then that would be pretty fucking sick. Give me a chance to save your asses if you die again.
I think I'd immediately go looking for that diamond.
And then I'm just gonna check on the girl, make sure that she seems all right. And kind of just again speaking mad, like, what the hell's going on here? What do you want?
You don't get a response.
Cool. Do I still feel like I'm attuned to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you put out the portable hole?
Yes, I'll do that.
I'll start filling the hole with the gold.
Yeah,
what,
me too.
What have you got in the hole so far?
In the portable hole is 2 chests that are like half-size chests and 5 urns from the other room.
And then 13,000 gold coins.
No, they're in the chest.
Are they in the
They're in the
chests?
chest.
Oh, okay.
13,000 in each chest.
No, 6.5 in
No,
each.
got 6.5 in each chest. Yeah.
13 total, I think. I'll just check my notes.
Was there a weight limit in the portable hole? Don't think there is there?
Actual dimension, planetary, 13,000.
Not too sure. Did Matt get the stats for the portable hole?
Yes. 6 foot in diameter, 10 foot deep. That's 11,030 cubic feet. No, 1,130 cubic feet.
That's not what I worked it out at.
Just Google. There's nothing about how much weight it can hold. Most of the stuff you know is about what happens with creatures in it and stuff like that. (1,130 feet cubed). No,
Let me have a double check on that one.
no, I've lied. 282.
Yeah, I got it at 283.
Yeah,
Is it
I
six
did it.
6 foot radius or 6 foot diameter?
It's 6 foot
Yeah.
by 10 cylinder.
It's 6 foot diameter, and I said 6 foot radius.
So I got it at 283.
Yeah, bang on rounding up. Yeah.
Yeah. But
What's
then you've
the-
also got 2 chests in it and 5 urns.
Yeah.
What's
I don't
the-
have any of
What's the literage on one of those?
That's the literage in cubic feet, isn't it? So
Yeah, 282.743.
Yeah, I just 83. I just classed it as.
Do we know how much we've got in the 5 urns?
But
Yes,
I
but so
really
we can
didn't
set-
even
we-
ask how
we-
big they were.
Yeah, we didn't. We just threw them in because we were against time. But if we feel like we've got time in here, it might be worth jumping in, upturning the urns, getting the urns out.
Well, I'll jump in now and get them.
And take stock of what we've got.
8,014 litres.
Leaderage.
What's that in centimeters cubed?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
What's that in millimeters, please?
What's that in gold dragons?
How many flagons is that?
They come in centimeters.
That's what she said.
Poor Rizzler.
Yeah, so I'll jump in and get the urns out.
You're taking the chests out as well. You're leaving the chests in.
I mean, you can upend the chests and get rid of the chests.
The chests are full.
Yeah, but the wood will take up space.
What? So just empty them out in the inside. Chests
Yeah.
out.
Upend it, just have pure coinage
Yeah.
in this hole.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll jump in.
Does anyone have anywhere close? I can't figure this out. Has any of you got any idea if that's going to be enough for what we need? Otherwise, this is, I mean, fine, we'll have loads of gold, but...
I mean, sure, count them one by one, but the best we can do at the moment is try and fill this portable hole, give that bag of holding, try and fill it within reason of what we can get in there, and worry about it later.
Yeah. Would that be intelligence or wisdom to try and figure that out? Intelligence, right?
Make a maths check.
This math ain't mathin'.
Be intelligence, wouldn't it? Surely. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said it was intelligence.
maths,
Yeah.
Seems like common sense. Intelligence is book learning, which would include maths.
Nerd.
Yeah, I'd say I'd say you're making an investigation about it, aren't you?
Can I try and do that whilst they're pouring gold all over the place?
So is it you're trying to?
Trying to establish within really roughly if we're going to
Yeah.
get anywhere close to one short of 1 million gold in this portable hole. A rough guess as to what we.
Are you going to fit all the gold that's in the room in this portable hole? No.
Not all the gold.
So is that what do we?
Is that what we'd need?
Do we determine that all the gold in this room is one short of 1 million? We should have probably got to that conclusion as characters, but we haven't spoken it.
Talk amongst yourself for a second.
At the end of the day, we're going to need as much gold as physically possible. We now know how to get here and how to get in here. So worst case scenarios, we have to make a couple of trips. But at this point in time,
Where are we going to put the gold?
In the cellar of the troll skull.
I don't think our cellar's going to be big enough.
This room's bigger than that.
Yeah.
How much did your bag of holding cost?
How much does it cost?
I mean, we could try and find some more bags of holding.
I mean, I got it off some guy selling it at the pub.
Yeah, how much did it cost?
Well, it doesn't matter. He's saying that he bought it off a guy in the pub, so maybe we can definitely get some more.
It would normally cost a lot more than that, and I don't know how readily available they are.
I know.
Yeah, but
I might say I know. I have had contact with the Blackstaff of Waterdeep. So maybe we need to take this higher.
Maybe we do.
Proof, and they can store it and keep it safe. And that shows us to be honest and not just petty thieves. He blushes.
I mean, I'm all
Drow can blush.
I'm all for changing the name and calling it a bank of holding.
How much fits in the bag of holding?
Safe of holding. Right, I'm chucking the urns out. Someone catch it.
They're pretty big.
But I'm a pretty big guy.
You could probably fit into one of these urns.
Yeah, I'm not catching it.
How big are the urns? I don't think we ever just sit into that, did we?
Donkey Kong?
They could be little, like, ones that you'd put somebody's ashes in, like, you know.
Yeah, the barrels.
I don't know.
Or like kegs.
I think you were described as being quite tall, weren't you? Like, 5 foot, 6 foot tall.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, hand them up. I'll be able to take them off you. I'm
Yeah.
reasonably strong.
And while
Yeah.
we got,
Well,
I'll-
Morphos is there as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he can help. You just need to make sure he's not pocketing anything. But
Bag of holding ain't gonna do it.
Is that a weight thing?
25,000 gold pieces.
Well, we can get 25,000 gold pieces in there then, can't we?
what else is in the bag of holding though?
2 weapons.
Yeah, there's a few weapons, some clothes, some gems, book.
There's no bodies in any of these anymore, is there? We got rid of them.
The Elder Brain's in there.
It's just got fucking well dark.
Yeah, I thought it smelt in here. I was a bit worried.
And the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Not in the Elder Brain's not in the other thing.
No, I've got
No,
it in the
there's
bag of
no
holding.
there's no bodies what I'm in again anymore now.
No.
Good. All right. Next turn's coming out.
How strong is Thorin?
We're about to find out.
Not.
Can you find that? Can you find that out in centimeters? How many urns is down here?
5.
5. All right, that's 2. All right, on to the third one.
Make sure you empty them first, Megan.
I thought we needed to check.
Yeah, but there was like shit in them, like gems and stuff, wasn't there?
That's what I mean. So if I smash them,
separate that?
can we smash them open up there, and then I'll just put it all in.
Yeah, whichever. Or stick that stuff in the bag of holding and just have pure, straight up gold in here.
All right, fourth one coming up.
Grab. More for. We've got a system. We've got a little pulley system thing.
We've got a Chuckle Brothers system, and
For
then
me.
fifth one's coming out.
Forward. Grab.
Sweet.
I've got 13,000 gold in that what we're holding.
Right. DM, if I just tip the gold out of these 2 crates, throw the crates out, that's fine then.
You're just taking the gold out of the chest, yeah?
I'm just tipping the chest over, throwing the chest out.
Yep.
And then just doing the same again. And then, then I'll jump back out again.
As he's tipping it out, do I notice anything that's been buried that we hadn't spotted?
With detect magic.
Now you're asking.
Then the other thing is there a simple way to open the urns, or have we just got to smash it?
The urn itself is it's just like a large vase, if you like, really. Yeah, it's fucking a lot of questions there, like. Carry on with what you're doing, then I'll see what was in the urns, because it's been a while since I prepped for this one.
Been
It's been a while.
Since I could hold my head.
So Isla, you've got that ring on, haven't you? We found a
Which
ring.
one? I don't know if I took the ring.
No, Isla took the scroll. Thorin took everything else, I think.
Alright, okay, so I've got the yellow vial and the ring.
Yeah, I think we opened. There was like 5 urns. We may have opened 1, but you did a detect magic, and there was like 100 rings or something, and you found one which had good
No,
properties, magical properties, wasn't it?
I only remember 1. It was detect magic, and they were the 3 magic
Yeah.
things that showed up in the urn that we looked through.
In the
And then
urns, yeah.
Drove it off and pushed them
But I
over
think
to
the conversation we had was we'll take the urns
figure it out.
and we'll do an inventory check when we get back to.
Yeah.
troll
You did a
skulls, so-
check on the you did a check on the scroll and determined it was possibly protection from Fae. And Thorin did a check on the ring and it says it is inscribed with warmth and cold places.
Then gold. Okay, so
Me and Morthos are just starting to throw gold to the hole now.
So you see if you can find platinum first. See if there's any platinum in there. That shit's worth more.
Yeah. Yeah, but will they accept that? 'Cause isn't it gold pieces?
Yeah, but platinum's worth 10.
But it is
Yeah,
gold
but-
pieces. It's a specific thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it a specific thing, or are they going to be like, nah, it's platinum, don't worry?
I think gold pieces is just referred to more commonly because it's
More
a
common.
more common coin.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
what you can see it around you, there is only gold.
Okay, that makes it easy.
Gold.
Oh. It's like pounds, isn't it? You call them pounds, but you can have a tenner.
It's like pounds. Pounds they are.
Yeah, it's £10.
Me and Morthos throw it.
I'm
throw
waiting
it.
for one of you to go. If I was in Luskan now, what would be the exchange rate on a gold piece? About fuck off. Right.
Hello?
Yeah.
What was written? What was
Since-
written on that? What was did I say was written on that ring? So I've lost my
Warmth
page.
in- Warmth in cold places.
Thorin will keep. Yeah, not Thorin. Sorry, Negan will keep you warm in cold places when you're big on.
Since they made the deal with Asmodeus, what's been the inflation rate since then?
Go fuck your mother.
If anything, inflation may have helped us.
Yeah.
Sorry?
So, so you know from the original conversation about the embezzled gold that it was 500,000 that was embezzled by Neverwinter.
So we are definitely going to be
Neverember.
we're going to be a day late and a dollar short here, aren't we?
Yep.
I mean, with inflation.
With Rishi
are
Sunak.
But yeah, are these older dragons worth more? Have they got a good date on them?
The stamp is slightly off.
Yeah.
Is it a rare year? Because
It
they
looks
cannot-
it looks like it could have come out of North Korea.
If the dragon's facing the other way, does that make it double more?
Are they
Yeah.
are they limited edition?
Yeah, this gold piece could be worth 25 gold pieces in 25 years.
Yeah.
Our Elias
okay,
just
so-
released some 50p's.
We only need 40 bags of holding to be able to carry the right amount of gold.
I'll be honest with you, I've watched Ocean's 11 quite a few times and never before has there been an exchange rate mentioned in the vault. I know that we're probably, there's probably a lot of people after us right now, but let's do the math.
Right, what you want to do, Negan, is we want to get the gold back into these chests and then dump it in there. It would be more efficient.
Maybe you want to start lifting.
I'm still lift. I'm strong, man. I'm strong.
Is there? I'm going to step 15 feet back from the edge of this portable hole, and I'm going to push point downwards, and I'm going to cast Thunderwave, and I'm going to try and blast the gold in.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you cast Thunderwave. Let me see.
I make sure, obviously, no one's in the way.
Oh no, they're in the way. You've said it now. I fucking hate this spell. Everyone's getting it.
Negan's still in there.
I got out. I was pushing. I was.
No,
out.
no, you were in there.
I was
Oh, you were
jumped out.
no, you were definitely in there.
I mean,
Jumped
I was in the middle of casting Mage Hand, so I could stand up against a pillar and just let my Mage Hand do all the work.
Negan, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please? Isla, what is the spell save?
Oh, sorry.
You're going to look pretty silly, Daryl. You watch this back. You go, I climbed out.
Did you climb out?
He did climb out and started loading
I
gold.
did.
He's just
I
on the rim.
promise.
He's just on
I'm
the rim of it. He is. He's
You're
on
the rib.
16.
Roll
You're
big,
a
big
rib.
man. Roll big.
Constitution.
Your big win.
Don't even the extra. It's 90 but plus 3. 22.
It's like one of those movies where that you literally just step out of the way before the blast hits as this like absolute pelting of gold. And what you can see when you look round is that, yeah, some gold has been blasted into the hole, but you can
So-
also see that like on the pillars in like the mortar and all that, there's like gold just indented where it's just been like peppered with like
Oh.
gold just in a blasted wall.
And then
I
most
guess
of
if
it
you
went
were
the other
cheese.
side of the room.
No, I think it only goes 10 feet, doesn't it? Think. Either way, I like it. I like it a lot. Right, that didn't work as well as I thought.
Yeah, but as I was saying, every space is like literally 10 feet.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
some of it went in, I'd imagine. I'd hope.
Yeah, somewhere in
A
yeah.
little tidal wave. In my head, it was like a leaf blower, was what I was kind of going for. But obviously,
Well, how much can your mage hand pick up then, Thurin?
£10. I can do that as well, but £10 is nothing.
It's not a lot. I've got my arm against the pillar, just standing there, just letting my mage hand just brush it in across the floor.
Jesus Christ. Could someone
Right.
turn my trident into a shovel?
Is there any water in this room?
Nope.
Me and Morthos are still just pushing gold in.
Can anyone create water?
No.
Out of
all right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go for a second attempt on this. Can I? This is a better idea. Can I cast Gust of Wind and see if I can use that like a leaf blower, which is a 60-foot line, concentration for up to a minute.
Can I stand behind a pillar?
I stand behind Italy.
And I can push stuff 15 feet. So can I kind of walk around like a bit of a
How
thingy
heavy?
bobby.
How heavy is that stuff?
It can move creatures, so I'd imagine it'll be able to move.
How is it a full-on spell? It's not.
Yeah,
gust.
yeah. No, it's gust level 2, gust of wind. I am a tempest cleric. Call me Windy Miller.
Can you create water? Italy?
I can, but not right now.
No.
Yeah, you can do that, but just like leaves, yeah, where they start to like bellow out a little bit, you are getting the constant tinkling of gold as it's being sort of blasted around, and yeah, you're doing your best to try and get as
Even if
much as you can in that direction.
Even if it's just to get it close to the thing, so people can kind of shove it in.
Yeah. I like that.
Do we look like we've made a dent? The gold area.
From where you are, yeah,
Sweet.
but there's lots more room to go up.
How full's the hole looking?
From where you are, I'd say it was
Percentage wise,
1/6 of the way.
Can't think
Maybe
of any other way to-
maybe 1/8.
Can't think of any other way to speed this up. We just have to keep going.
Has
Yeah.
Numbnuts got any spells?
I've just been checking. Not
That-
really, no.
Numbnuts, by the way, who is on death's door, I think. Just that's,
He's alright for the moment.
as relevant as you think it might be.
I didn't have a chance to go through the session. Was he low up? Was he?
He was like on 1 hit point or something.
Yeah, it was on like 2.
All
I
right.
think.
So
I'll
he,
tell,
while you're
I'll tell him to sit down for a little time and have a bit of a short rest.
I'll roll some hit dice for him now.
Oh, so he stopped now pushing the gold in.
I'll take his
Well-
place.
Oh,
Well,
well done, Thor.
Right, let's get back to it. Let's just try and fill up this portable hole as best as possible.
Has the girl moved at all, or is she just still?
No, she's just unconscious.
She's stable, but
Okay.
Do you know-
Yeah. Well then,
Push her in the hole too.
I think she might die.
she'll take up too much room.
She will. She's wasting valuable gold space.
He's on 9 hit points.
What a lad.
Put a few gold in the girl's pockets.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we
Okay.
just spend the
So
next
you're just
little
moving it
while-
round and you're just shoveling it in.
Yeah.
Did we ever get an answer on a rough investigation of how much gold we think we're going to fit in it?
So you have managed. You're filling it right up to the top, and it's only gold out the room.
Were there any gems? Was it just gold?
There are the odd gems in
So
there. Yeah.
I tell you what, folks, we'll just go gold in the portable hole to make that maths fucking easy,
Yeah.
and then we'll put any gems into the bag of holding, and then top the bag of holding up with some gold if we so think that makes sense.
Cool.
And the other items in the bag of holding. Yeah.
So into the portable hole, you have now got 305,500 gold.
305,500.
305,500 gold, which equates to 6,110 pounds of gold. That's the equivalent, just so you're aware, of 47 chests.
Okay.
Jesus.
What's your bench record, Nathan?
I was about to say, are we even going to be able to lift this?
You don't need to lift it. Just fold it into the portable hole.
Cool.
Fold it up.
You just pull the hole out, don't you? And that's
Right, so
That's
whatever we do when we open this hole, we're not doing it on a fucking table.
Or a ship.
Okay. Cool. So that's a fuck ton. So we've cleaned out nearly three fifths of this room.
No, just over a bit over half.
over halfway. Well over halfway.
There's not enough gold in the room. It only has 500,000, doesn't it?
No, that's why I said 3/5.
I thought
When Negan tipped out the chests, did I see anything else as he was tipping them out? Anything that wasn't gold?
No.
No, cool.
Mate, do you wanna stick some in your bag of holding, mate? You can probably stick like another 15,000 comfortably in there and give us space to put some other shit.
Yeah.
And take any gems. Are there any diamonds? Any nice big chunky diamonds? I'm gonna search for some chunky diamonds.
yeah. Do that.
Or diamonds in general.
Not that you can see. There's the odd gem in there, but it's not like
Okay.
it's not like a fair mix. It's mainly gold in what you can see.
And
As-
there's no.
Go on.
Go on.
As we were clearing out the gold, has any doorways or anything been shown as we've been taking the pile down? Or has anything else become apparent?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
And there's no tablets, no law writings or anything like that. No.
Nope. No, this is just gold.
The vault.
It's a vault.
So we may need to find a way out of here. Is there a set of steps back up to the door that we came in from?
You can make your way back to those steps, yeah.
Yeah, make my way. I'm just gonna have a little
You
look
can
and go
carry
back
this
up to the.
girl.
I'm just gonna go back up and see if there's actually a way out, or whether that's it. Now that door's locked behind us, and we are got to find an alternative way out of it.
Very dark going up here. There's no.
Cast light.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way right up to the top. You can see that the sort of the entrance area that you came through has now been closed over. But on one sort of probably about 3 steps down from where that entrance is, you can see that there is a lever.
Okay. Cool. So potentially there's a way out. However, this could be. I'll go back down, by the way. Yeah, there's a lever, which hopefully is the way out. Hopefully we've not triggered something on the outside that's going to be waiting for us when we come back out. But if we are going to leave, then we need to take the girl with us and tread carefully. We know how to get in here, so we can always come back for the rest of it at a later point in time.
Yeah.
I need a post-it note. So what we're saying is you're going to fit. Sorry, just for mine. What you're saying is you're going to fit 15k in the bag of holding, yeah.
I would say something along those lines. I'll say, just for everyone's reference, I am keeping a portable whole bank account. And then I don't know if Jimbo, you want to track your gold or just put it straight into the party coin. It's up to you.
Well, it's not ours, is it? So we'll sort it out later.
Okay.
Just to be clear, guys, are we making sure that we keep anything that we've taken out of here? Are we making sure we keep it in 1 or 2 places? We're not pocketing any for our personal funds. I just want to be clear about that, so we know what we're able to say when we are asked truthfully to report what happened. If we are, I'll take some. But if we're saying we're keeping it to the hole and the bag of holding, and we're not personally pocketing any, we just need to have that decision between us now before we move forward, I think, so that we know we can be honest.
I mean, I haven't pocketed any.
Pocketed it.
I've just been putting gems in.
Yeah, I've not pocketed anything, but they're on my morals.
You've taken a few gems, Negan.
Yeah, just gems more than anything.
Morthos.
You can see that he's sort of looking around, but he looks more concerned with his wounds at the minute. He does look like he's hurting a bit.
Okay.
I'll just give him a level 1 cure wounds. Which I think's 1d8 plus stuff. Take another 14 points.
Okay, just one sec. So I'm just trying to work out the. Okay. So he's on 14. Bead 22. So he's on 22 hit points. Okay. Sorry, I had to work out where we are with what we've got in the vault, what's remaining.
Well, call.
Okay, so
You're going to try and get out then, guys.
all in all, so far with your bag of holding and your portable hole, you've managed to get yourselves 320,500.
Okay. Question to the DM: how long did it take us, or how long do I feel like it would have taken us if we'd known the way, known how we got in, and known how to get out? How long do I feel like it would take us to get out?
Not long at all.
Okay.
You've got a set of stairs going up into a room, a bridge to cross, a corridor to walk down, set of stairs to walk down, and then you're back in the big room.
So I turn around to the party and say, "Listen, I've got an idea. That before we pull this lever on the door, I want to cast a spell. Hopefully, it'll give us a bit of foresight and see whether the next period of time is good. Are you guys cool with that?"
Yeah.
I can, if it helps, I can pop Slaw to the other side of the door so we see
Well,
what's going on there.
I don't open the door immediately just in case.
No, I can pop Slaw to the other side of the door without opening it, so we can see what's happening on the other side.
Just in case it triggers anything. That's all I'm thinking.
I can.
So it's going to be
if there could be something there now, right? The door's shut and it's created a trap or a creature. I can have Slaw go into that space and we can see.
Are you worried that pulling the lever will trigger something?
Yeah,
But also the shutting of the door might have triggered something.
possibly. But that's why, while we're on this side of the door, I want to do something to see if it's not. So when we are literally ready to leave and we're stood by that door, give me 10 minutes.
Let me pop Slaw the other side too, and I'll see if I can see anything.
I know, but we'll know whether we'll have a good or bad, or whether nothing's going to happen, in theory. So before we do anything, we can find out whether it's going to be good, bad, or ugly, or indifferent.
And it takes you 10 minutes to do that?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I found when we were, I can't remember where it was, but I found this scroll of something that I cannot pronounce. But I've got a scroll of augury. Augery.
Can you cast that ritually?
Well, maybe with the scroll, it's instant, but yeah, it's like a casting time of a minute. But
Just
it's
thinking if it's
with the scroll.
something that can normally be cast ritually, it might not be worth spending now, saving for another day.
Well, it's one of those I can. It's a spell that I know as well. So even if we use the scroll today, I can always bring it in the future.
Now, I mean, if it's a ritual spell, I'll be able to transfer it into my book.
That would be handy. Theoretical question.
Just need clarity off the DM for that one because it's a cleric spell.
To be able to use it, you just need to have a focus. So whatever you decide to use, or you're reading something.
So if he wants to put it in his book, even though it's a cleric spell, he can have it.
No, what I'm saying is, if you look in the example in the spell, it says like to use, like, let's say you were to use like cards or like roll bones or whatever it be. You're reading, you're using something and interpreting what it comes back and says. So if you were to look at tea leaves and cast the spell, you would be able to read the tea leaves and see whether you had a favourable or a non-favourable result. Is the way that I read it.
Yeah.
So, as long as you've got something that you can read, that you can cast that spell onto, then you can cast a spell.
Okay. And then just clarity for if I didn't use it and Jimbo wanted to put it into his book as a ritual spell.
Yeah, I'm just looking for what that is now.
Is that doable? If it's just because it's a cleric spell.
You'll
Or-
have to let me have a quick look.
It's called the
It's-
Book of Ancient Secrets.
Yeah, it's cleric, sorcerer, druid, or wizard.
And
Is
what books? What book's that in, Jimbo?
I didn't note it down on my sheet, so I'm presuming it's the player's handbook.
And you've got one of them as part of what?
I'm sure
Part of your
it's
class.
yeah.
What's the book called?
Book of Ancient Secrets.
That sounds like it's a Oath of the Ancients thing.
Yeah, it's any ritual spell.
Have you found it, have you?
Yeah, it's Google. Just Google it.
D&D Beyond, yeah, that's it.
Well, if that's the case, and it's worth having, then
Yeah,
maybe.
it's one of my Eldritch invocations that I took.
So before we pull this lever, what is our plan when we get to the other side? Because there could be heat around the outside of this tower.
Well, that's what I was hoping to use the spell scroll for, but it might be worth keeping the spell scroll and giving it to Thorin if he can use this more than once in the future.
Either way, we need a plan, right? We need to decide what the plan is, where we're going with this information, what we're trying to do with it, what we're doing with the gold. It's a good,
Well, I think
it seems to me a good time to plan now before we go to the other side of the door and might have to deal with.
yeah. Well, I think the plan is go to the other side of this door. Hopefully, there's nothing hostile there, or someone or something is there on the other side. Get away from this tower. Get to a place of safety. The Castellantis meal or the party's tomorrow, or is it tonight? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So we've got a night to rest up and come up with a plan on that. It might be worth going back to speak to the Watchmaster about kind of what's gone on here and see if they've got any further with their investigation around the tables and stuff like that.
When I was in the Yawning Portal, I found out that the Blackstaff sent me a message about Maloon. Maloon's not well, but is being taken care of, and the Blackstaff seem to have sort of taken over, or said they'd be in touch at least.
Okay.
I don't know how far or if we can trust them, but that is a really high level of magical ability. Like that's the head mage of the city. So if we went to them and revealed this and had enough evidence, and that it's just whether they're in on it or not. That's what we don't know.
Maybe we start off by not getting our hand caught in the cookie jar, and at least get back to Troll Skull or a place of some safety that's not in the middle of everywhere. We've clearly pissed off someone because we had a fight and one of them got away with a cart and gold. So there's every chance that when we leave this place, they may be back waiting to ambush us if they know that we've come in here. So we've got to be prepared for a fight when we get outside here, because if it was me and we'd been ambushed, then I'd probably look to ambush them back. So I think we've got to be open to that thing that there could be some Castellantis outside waiting for us. If they've got some gold, they know that we've come in here, then they could well be sat outside just waiting for us.
Good point.
I think
How
we
is
should.
everyone to that end? Is everyone healthy and ready to fight?
I mean, I'm pretty healthy, and healthy as going to be.
I'm okay. I think it might be worth trying to wake up this girl and find out what she knows. how she got here. Because she might know a different way in.
Well, do you want to try and do that, Thorn? And me and Tavis, we'll take a little search of the perimeter, look for any secret ways, doors, or different ways out of here.
She's currently unconscious.
Who is?
Girl.
Well, then
Shall
I
we-
guess you're going to have to wake her up then.
Ooh.
I got no way of waking her up. Apart from True Love's first kiss.
Take an inspiration on that one. Take some. Wait a second. No, you know what? You can have it. I'm happy with it. I'll do like a Pulp Fiction quote.
I mean, I can cast Cure Wounds on her, but I don't think she's like unconscious.
Why don't you give it a little tap on the chops? I mean,
I go over to her and I lightly tap her
Absolute
on the face
bitch slap.
and just for a laugh to see if it does anything. I'll just do Spare the Dying, just to see if it does anything. Just makes a creature that's unconscious get 1 hit point. But I don't know if she's like unconscious like 0 or just like passed out.
Yeah, she's like passed out.
She's tired.
So we're going around in the main vault.
It's not like a coma, but it's like, you know, she's pretty out of it.
Okay. So even like the the two-handed doesn't stare her.
No.
Okay.
Guess we're not chatting to her then.
I've got a herbalism kit. Have I got any smelling salts?
Let me see what's.
I don't know if it's like just gives you proficiencies and stuff, but I thought it was worth the question.
Yeah, no. Let me see what's in the. Let's do it right, because I don't just say yeah, and then it's like. Well, that was a stroke of luck, but let's just see what's in the actual. Let's see what's actually in it first.
Just says instruments, clippers, mortar and pestle, pouches, vials used by herbalists to create remedies and potions.
Yeah, which is generally what you get in the kits. You just get the tools to be able to. You'd have to go off and get.
No, that's fine.
But let me just see what's. Just having a quick look on what's on the in the equipment.
So I'm literally going through all my stuff to see what I've got to try and wake her up. Not sure a vial of dragon blood will quite cut the mustard.
hey, did you get that from me when I was asleep?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I was looking for.
Got that necklace with 2 red beads. Maybe pop one of them in her mouth and see if it's like an aniseed sort of thing.
I was going to say, I've got a potion of vitality here that could possibly help her out.
Okay, let me have a.
Can I just ask though, do we think she is going to know anything, or if she wakes up, if she'll remember anything in the first place after she's been in tune with the stone?
No idea. Just shot in the dark.
I just feel we might. If I don't want to, if we don't want to waste anything that we could use later on,
Yeah.
in case. That's the
I
problem.
mean, it's one of those like from a like I didn't even say this in character, like, you know, making potions and stuff. Like I know Obo started doing it, but you know I've lived a life, you know, by myself, and I'm quite proficient at making potions and stuff like that myself. So if we need some potions of healing and stuff like that, I can get a kit set up in Troll Skull, and I can start brewing.
Okay. Well, if you think you can do that, then let's use it. But
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those. Do we want to speak to her? Do we just want to get her out of here? You know, hopefully she'd come with us. But by waking her up, is it going to cause any more issues?
She might wake up and start screaming again.
But yeah, I think the main goal is for us to get out of here, innit? Because, like you say, if someone's going to be waiting for us, ambush style,
I mean,
we need to be.
yeah. I mean, at the same time, the last thing you want is to wake her up in Troll Skull and screamings come from there as well. But,
Maybe we take her to the House of the Holy Ones, see if they can help her.
yeah, it's a shout. I think for now, maybe the safer option is
Keep her
put her on
shoulders.
Negan's shoulder, but she may have information as well, as you say. So it's a bit of a risk. I mean, worst case scenario is we can wake her up and Negan can knock her back out like, but pretty good.
Well, she's got that to look forward to.
Fair enough.
Okay, so should we make a move then?
Were you looking for an alternative exit? Did you say?
Yeah, we need to go. Me and you. Let's go and have a little look. Let's see what we can find. Let's go and investigate these walls and see if we can find different coloured walls, levers, crack. You know, I'll pick up like some dust and kind of waft it to see if a draft pulls it through to the other side or something like that. Along with Tavis.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, I would say I'd say roll an investigation with advantage.
Tavis, can either of us roll? Tavis, do you want to roll that one? I'll help him. I've got some ideas, but he can see if he sees.
18.
18. No, it's a vault. It's pretty
Makes sense.
pretty tight.
Makes sense. Right then.
Go back up to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I give the scroll of augury, whatever the fuck it's called, to Thorin.
Okay.
Cheers. Put it in the bag of holding.
I'll remove that from my thing.
The Book of Shadows. I didn't even realise that was in the possession. I do now.
Book of Shadows.
Yeah.
That's what his book's called.
Anyway,
It's good to know. It's good to know that you can do ritual shit. It's good. That'll be handy.
That'd be huge, yeah. Okay, so I'll get at the top of the stairs where we're at the door. I'll pop Thor out of this material plane and pop him back. Sort of how thick would I have thought that door was?
You know, it's a fair few inches. It's not like it's feet.
Yeah, I'll pop him back 5 feet into that room.
It's a fair few inches.
Yeah, the room is as you've seen it. The door's open. There's a glimpse through then to the bridge on the other side.
I'll have a little fly out and see if I can see anything along the other side or down below. Anybody? Is the door still shut? Does it look like anything's changed since
Yeah,
we were
the
there?
door's shut. The wagon's still barring the door.
Is that ooze reformed into an ooze, or is it still like a
Not that you can see. Just taking a few laps around. It looks as you left it.
Okay, so I'll wake myself back up and say, no, it looks exactly as we left it. And before we pull the lever, I'll pop Thor back into extra dimensional space.
Okay.
Negan, do you want to get the lever?
Who wants to pull the lever?
Yeah.
In fact, no. I'll pull the lever you get your axes out ready. Tavis, get your bow ready. And you get that eldritch thingy, whatever it's called.
Already Eldritch Blast.
I can't remember what it's called, but that eldritchy green pie.
You don't do it much.
Is Morthos going to pick the girl up then? Carry her?
Yeah, we'll get more.
Yeah, I'll say Morphos, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your hands to yourself, Martha.
He's a what race is he?
Half orc.
Donkey.
Donkey.
He's a donkey race. Yeah, we'll get Morthos to do the donkey work.
That'll do, donkey.
Hey,
That'll do.
And then I'll
lose inspiration for the Shrek gag.
Burn.
And then I will pull the lever.
And as you reach and take a good, solid grip of the lever, it's time to have a brew. I'm gagging for a brew.
Oh,
sweet.
Make him away.
Right. I'll won't be long. Let's go grab a brew now, and then we can reconvene. So you pull on the lever. You hear a click and a grind of stone, and you're back in the room with the dwarf, the central room.
Roll a Constitution save. Okay, shall we go?
Yeah. I think we just need to make our way out.
Don't forget that this
Bridge isn't on.
middle bridge is not the best.
there's a 10-foot gap, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right, middle bridge.
Yep.
So maybe take a run and jump.
I can jump
More.
up.
Morthos, can you Misty Step with the little lady?
Can he Misty Step with the little lady? I'm sure he can. So I'll double check.
We already did 2 Misty Steps, didn't he?
Yeah, he's had a short
Or
rest
one.
since then.
What's his strength?
Actually, indubitably. He's not used anything else, has he? I don't think he's used anything else, has he?
No.
I think he's used.
I think he used like Firebolt, which is that cantrip.
That's a cantrip, yeah. Yeah, he's got 3 level 2 slots, so he can Misty Step one more time. I don't think he's used anything else.
One
go-
more time.
I mean, yeah.
But
if we
I'm not
go
certain he
into-
can Misty Step with her.
Either way, if we go into initiative, we're going to be using him to fight or not. Like, would he be in initiative?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be initiative, yeah.
We should try and save them. We can just make a rope,
I mean, I could
Slow down.
tie
I
her
could
up.
try.
That's not rapey at all.
For our own safety.
I could try doing what I did earlier and maybe just carry her across.
Oh yeah, how did that work?
I don't know.
You literally don't know at all.
No, it just sort of happened. I don't know if I can do it again.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
When I
Kind of
flew.
No. If you don't know, seems a bit risky. For both of you.
Trying to think how am I going to figure out how to do this?
Just jump in the air above the bridge and try and do it again.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so I guess I'll go out into the area outside the door and just jump straight up into the air and try and will myself into having those flames reappear and enable me to fly.
How many times can you do that?
3 times. It's the same as my proficiency bonus, and it lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
Flying speed of 30 feet.
I haven't managed to see the last video, so how did we say it happened in the last one?
It just happened as I was falling.
He ran and jumped. He didn't make it, and then he hovered and
Yeah.
hovered.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Maybe that's how you make it work. Got to fake like you're falling.
Well, that was also a thought.
Yeah.
No, I mean, sensing that this has come from within when you last did it, and feeling that sort of sensation, and sort of trusting that it wasn't imbued on you but came from you. Yeah. What are you going to do? You're going to try and take a leap first and try and see whether it works, or you're just going to try and jump in the air and...
I was just going to jump in the air.
Yeah, I think it takes 2 or 3 goes for you to sort of feel it. It's almost like trying to find your balance a little bit. But you manage to shakily sort of get into the air, and now you're really starting to figure out what it is and how to maneuver, if you like. But yeah, you're in the air.
Okay, I'll just fly around a bit and try and get used to moving without necessarily moving my legs.
Mm.
And then I'll come back over and Morthos pass her here.
Yeah, so it has like a almost a telepathy type feel to it, where you're sort of thinking in terms of the 3-dimensional space and how you want to move around in it. You're not flying like a bird. It's almost like a telekinesis in terms of seeing, moving. But yeah, you take the girl from Morthos and then you glide your way over the other side. Or yeah, wherever you want to go.
Yeah, I think I'll just fly straight down. I'll see you guys
Straight
down here
down.
in a minute.
watch out,
So
please.
it's 60 foot to the floor below.
Yeah.
Yeah, you manage to just softly make contact with the ground.
Yeah, and I'll
Sorry.
just... Sure.
My turn.
Sure. I'll put her on the ground and go up and pick up Tavis.
Oh wow, you've now become a Stenner Stairlift.
And yeah, I will carry Tavis down and plonk him on the floor.
What is the maximum weight you could carry? That's the thing, isn't it?
It's probably based on my strength.
What is your strength?
8.
Right, make a...
We're gonna backpack this, okay? So you got to hold on too.
Yeah. I got it.
Make an athletics check.
With advantage because he's holding on.
I only weigh, as we established, over a long 10-minute part of the last session, but I only weigh 93 pounds.
Okay. I'll give you the advantage if it's a piggyback.
Cool.
And the gayer it looks, the more of an advantage you've got.
His penis is in his bum.
It's advantage.
He's locked in.
Daisy chaining.
Cocked in.
It's still
Cocked
9.
in. 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got him on your back and you descend. You do that sort of like Ponzi Superman thing where he sort of has one leg touch and then the other one sort of like slightly up with the knee. Oh, look at me, everyone, I can fly. As you sort of come down to a graceful landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That was cool.
There you go.
No more of that sludge stuff or whatever it was.
I am going to run. I'm going to take a spring and a stride and a hop over the 10-foot gap.
Okay, I don't see that as being an issue. Yeah, you managed to get to the other side.
A full Tom Cruise run.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's not an issue. Negan,
Yeah, I'm
please
just
ask Thorin to carry you down.
Me now. No.
You made the jump last time, didn't you?
Yeah, I made it. So yeah, I'll go for the run and jump again.
Okay,
You can jump your strength. So what's your strength? Must be like at least 16.
Got off at 20.
acrobatics check. I think.
Acrobatics, yeah.
Let me have a look. Let me find the notes.
The jump is if you take a 10-foot run up, you can just jump your strength score as long jump. If we looked at it last time, and I watched us relook at it.
Yeah, it wasn't. The issue wasn't the jumping of the length. It was more to do with the landing and the fact that the bridge is crumbling, if I remember correct.
The other one was crumbling. The north one. This one just had a gap. Unless I.
Yeah, but it's not like a belt gap. It's where it's crumbled into a gap.
Yeah.
So the edges
But
are weak.
if his jump is 20, and he's 5 foot either side of the gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Just make a. An acrobatics check for me.
Yeah, so if it's acrobatic, 21.
21. Yeah, you feel that as you land, that this isn't the most stable of platform to land on, but you land without issue.
So is Morthos left over there?
Isla's jumped. Tavis is on the floor. Thorin's on the floor. The girl's on the floor.
Morthos is
So is
there.
Morthos.
Yeah, can I just tell him to obviously that, and I back away as I'm saying it, just say, just be careful when you land, floor's going.
Okay.
So,
How strong was Morthos?
How strong is he?
Yeah.
I don't think he's very strong.
Shit. Morthos, you nearly died last time.
and you only showed up after the battle.
As he jumps and he's in midair, I cast Thunderwave.
Fuck's sake.
Well,
you've said it, so it's happening.
No.
Can we play Creed over this bit? Can you take me higher?
Can I can I try and assist him? Almost by like following behind.
Fly underneath him.
No, not so much that, but like flying behind him, and as he jumps, grab hold of his collar and just try and jetpack him a bit. I know I won't be able to lift him because he's probably way too heavy for me to lift, but just try and offer a little bit of assistance.
So what you're saying is you want to grab hold of him and guide him in. Is that what you're saying?
I'm glad you said grab him by the collar.
All I can see right now is Woody and Buzz.
Yeah. I'm just trying to jetpack him over.
Falling with style.
That's not flying.
It's falling. No.
That was what I was thinking. Maybe instead of him using another spell.
While you're still floating about.
Well, I'm still floating about. I've got like 8 minutes of this left, if not more.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Because this sounds a bit flaky. I'm not gonna lie.
I know what he's trying to do.
Yeah, so he's jumping and he's going to make sure if he pushes him.
I'm just trying to give him a bit of
Like a
extra
flash.
lift.
Yeah. It's the double jump, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I'm
He's giving him
just
a double
trying to.
jump.
I'm thinking he's probably not strong enough to jump over. So if I can give him a little bit of assistance to get a little bit further, he might make it.
Almost like
So
in the
just
flap.
to reiterate the conversation that literally took place 60 seconds ago, the jump isn't the problem.
Yeah.
Depends on his strength.
The landing is the problem.
Okay.
What? Yeah. What was the? All right. Let's go with that then. So what was?
Morphos's strength?
He's got a +2 to his strength. He's got a 14.
So it
Yeah,
can
it's
do
about
So he's not
20
too bad.
feet.
it's whether he can stick the landing in a non-crumbly bit in it.
Yeah. So
Can
if
I
I
stop?
go to my
Stomping the floor. See if any of it's full.
Stomp on the ground, jump, jump,
Try and
jump,
make it
jump,
fall.
move it all around.
Jumping
Right.
is quite difficult to know.
I'll find my cheat sheet for jumping again. Yeah. So his strength score, isn't it?
Yeah, here's how far he can do
Is
with a 10-foot run.
yeah. So he can jump for 12 feet. It's 2 plus 10, isn't it? He's got a strength score of 14, so it's +2. Yeah, and it's a 10-foot gap. So the jump he can make. It's the landing. Now I'm just trying to work out because he's got no numbers. In any of his skills. I'm not certain if that's because of the PDF or he's just not filled it out.
That's an excellent character sheet.
I wouldn't know how he was adding anything to it. So, right, can someone roll for Morphos? So whoever it's going to be. Let's say Jimbo, you're closest to him, so you can roll the. You're trying to will him over the gap.
Okay.
Roll d20.
Just 1d20.
1d20.
I'm
Can we
helping.
know what? Can we know
Yeah.
what he's rolling for? What's he rolling
You're
for?
helping trying to get him across. You're not
Yeah.
helping him land, are you?
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
We're about to find out.
So that means that.
Isla, do you want to say anything to Morthos before he even jump?
So you see as he lands and his foot catches one of the sort of edges of the floor, you see it instantly sort of crumble and break beneath his foot.
I mean, I'm right next to him. I'm right there, so I'll grab hold of his collar again and just try and lift him up onto a sturdier bit of ground.
You're going to try and rescue this because right now he's about to fall.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and rescue him from falling.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you now. We'll do the same then. So make make an acrobatics check.
18.
18.
14 plus 4.
Yeah. Okay. So just as his foot goes through the as he just goes through the floor, you just manage just to tilt him and his weight and his balance the other way. So his foot goes through, but then he lands prone on the other side of the bridge.
Cool.
Now with his 22 hit points, he would have taken 66 damage with that one.
Okay.
Glad I helped.
He sort of looks and sort of see the fear in his eyes just as he was about to, the stomach lurching, thinking he was gonna fall. He sort of gives you a nod, comes to his feet.
See you at the bottom.
Okay, so Isla, Negan, and Morthos then on the bridge.
Gonna make our way down. Making my way down.
Okay. Right.
Do not look at that stupid tapestry.
We ruined it, didn't we?
Don't know if we ruined it for good.
So you make your way down the steps, and you see you've come to the room with the fresco. I'd like you all just to continue walking, as the effects, as you won't be affected by it at this point. And you make your way out into the open foyer or original room that you came in. You can see that the pillars for the bridges above. You can see the wagon that's been pushed up against the door. What do you guys want to do?
I'll make my way to that door and do that same trick with saw. Pop saw 10 feet out into where the courtyard area would have been, and have a little look around and see what I can see. See what's going down.
Okay. Yeah, as you go up to the door, you bamf him out into the open air outside. Yeah, he takes flight. So you've got 100 feet.
Yeah, maybe like less 5 or whatever. I just want to
Yeah.
have a look at it, just initially around that immediate area where we had that battle. What's going on? What do I see?
Nothing. It looks fairly the same as how you left it. Nothing's being disturbed.
Okay, go a bit higher, and I'm trying to look particularly for any sort of town guard or any potential trap that might lie in wait for us coming out of it.
As you sort of go up, you can see the alleyway, or it's more of a road, not necessarily an alley, but you can see the road where the carriage that had departed had left, and you can sort of see that trundling down is 2 carriages, and then they're flanked by 4 individuals to either side of the carriage, heading in that direction.
Okay, so pop
So
back into my
they're going at walking speed.
walking speed towards us from the
Yep.
opposite way that we arrived.
So when you arrived at the tower,
Yeah.
there was a road that was going off to the right, which was like a north,
Yeah.
and you can see that they're coming south down that road. And there's two wagons, yeah, with drivers, and then either side of each wagon is a man. So there's 4 men, and they're going at a walking speed.
Okay, I'd just bounce straight back and say, "There's two wagons and 2 other men heading this way."
How far away?
How far away?
I would say a good way down the street.
Quite a way, not moving quick. We've got to move this cart and try and get out of here.
Let's go. Negan, big man.
Yeah. All right. I move what's in front of the door.
Mhm.
Possible, and then pull the door open to let everyone out.
Let's go. Let's go. Go.
As you open the door, you can hear that the sort of grinding of wheel on cobble in the distance. It's not like right upon you, so.
That other wagon didn't wait, did it? Because Morthos asked him to.
No, it doesn't matter. Let's just get out and head down the road that we came in by, and
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Let's do it. Just
Worst,
run it.
worst case scenario was because there was, if I remember rightly, the road that we came up, there was like some houses along the edges, weren't there? So worst case is, even if we did want to just get amongst those buildings, hide, and you
See
can
what
have a
happens.
look. You can have a little look with your birdie do, see what occurs if you want.
Yeah.
Send
Okay, let's do
yeah,
that. Try and
we'll
get.
send Morthos to try and get a carriage or a couple of carriages, ready and waiting for it to get us, and then we can either see what's going down, or if we just want to get out of Dodge and don't be nosy, just get out of Dodge. But let's go.
Yeah, cool. Let's make for that way then. Try and get cover.
As you enter into that sort of courtyard area, you can hear that they're getting closer. So let's have some stealth checks if you're being covertly on the move.
Excuse you. Who farted?
I think it was my
Could have been my
doing
dice
it.
roll.
It wasn't me.
That's fair enough. 16.
14.
8.
Tavis,
20.
20. Jimbo, roll again for Morthos.
I got a 12. I don't know what it is.
Okay. So yeah, you make your way over to where the buildings are, sort of putting a bit of distance between, or as much distance as you can, between you and where that road is. Are you just heading straight out, or are you hanging back to view? What is it you're doing?
If we send someone for the carriage, when we're like fully round the corner, so there's a physical object in the way, I'll sort of grab Thorin's shoulder and go into Thor and have a little look. Just perch.
Yeah, you see that
Kind of
Morthos.
hidden in like some eaves or something. And as a fairly natural way, you might see a night bird, but he's very.
Well,
There's some.
send him to that tree.
There's a tree, was
I'll say that's like put the magpie in the tree. The tree, wasn't there a tree in the courtyard?
Yeah, there was a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go. Sit
Yeah,
in the
Saw
tree.
swoops and then glides up and perches in the tree as Morthos finds the carriage that had been left waiting. And he says to the driver, "Oh, man of your word, thank you very much." And he opens up the door and climbs aboard. Tavis, now blind, are you standing still, or are you being led, or?
So we were physically out of the way, and I was stood holding Thorin. If he guides me, I don't know how conscious I am. I can't see or hear, but I could figure out what he was trying. So I'd go with whatever. I'd put my trust in Thorin.
Yeah. So you watch as these two carriages enter the courtyard. You sort of watch for a minute or so, and then you see that more men start to filter in from the street, what would have been behind that carriage. It all depends now really on how long you're prepared to stand and wait for, but you see that there are quite a few individuals, and as they enter, they start to have a look round. They check the wagon that was that's been sort of left in the doorway.
So
They'll
what
look.
I'd do is, sorry, what I'd do is narrate this. I can speak. I just can't see or hear. I'd
Yeah.
narrate what I can see, and I'd
Yeah.
say, at any moment you think it's time for us to go, just slap me around the face and we can get going.
Yeah.
I'll just keep talking and telling you what I can see until it's time for us to go, and then you decide that we go. But as for now, this is what I can see.
Those that are looking can get glimpses of it. Obviously, you've got furniture in the way of being able to get a proper look. But yeah, the relay of information from Tavis is accurate. It just shows that they've entered and they're looking around. They're checking bodies. They're looking concerned. One sort of shouting to another. The other one's shouting to someone else. Some are going into the doorway and sort of having a look round, and you can sort of hear, well, they must be around here somewhere, and someone else is saying, well, where's the gold?
There's more and more of them. They're going to start looking. I think we go.
Go, go, go.
Okay,
Slap him.
back in. Yeah, everyone heading on to the carriage. What are you doing with Saw?
Blinks out of existence.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the carriage, and the cabby now is sort of sitting on a board in front, sort of high up, and he sort of taps down. Where we're taking you?
Yawning portal.
Sounds good.
Yep. Solid.
Okay,
I just
that's
ask-
up.
Can I just ask Tavis, were they all dressed like the people that we fought before?
What they were dressed like.
Yeah, very similar in terms of like leather armor and things like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
looked about right, mate. Yeah.
They sort of stunk of mercenary swords for hire.
Yeah, I think they were probably just hired hands, whoever they could get their hands on. I think.
There was no like house livery on them or anything like that. It was just sort of nondescript.
Yeah, the next wave.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to
Okay.
the awning portal.
Okay, you spend the next sort of 20 to 25 minutes trundling through the streets heading south.
I just whispered to the group. I only said the portal because it's nondescript, and he won't remember taking anyone to the yawning portal.
That's fine.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Morthos handles the bill with the driver between them as everyone's sort of getting out, and you're standing outside the portal.
We're gonna go in for a bit, or
Well, first of all, this poor girl is completely unconscious. Do you want me to take her to the House of the Holy Hands and see if they can look after her and get her into shape, or do you want to keep her nearby just in case? Take her back and see if Frederick will look after her.
Well, yeah, we can't go into the yawning portal with her, can we?
I mean, we could all go back to the House of the Holy Hands. It's not far from here, right?
Don't be bringing no Odin bitch to my house.
He's pushing it. You're pushing the Pulp Fiction now.
The buttons.
You are. I got to stab her 3 times. I haven't stabbed her 3 times. I got to stab her once.
I'm going to go into the portal. Any of you fucking pigs move!
I need a pee.
I think we either go back to Troll Skull or go House of the Holy Hands. I think we need to figure out our next move, and I don't think we're going to the yawning portal right now.
Let's go to the Holy Hands, see if they can help the girl.
Yeah, I mean, maybe worth going somewhere, discussing it, seeing who we need to see today about all this, about what's going down tomorrow. Get some plans in place.
All right.
And
Well,
go from there.
let's get to the House of the Holy Hand first, then.
Take a new camp.
Yeah. So
So what
we'll go
you
find
just
another.
jumping from one straight into another, or
No, we'll give
Yeah,
it a couple of minutes. We'll just kind of like take a stroll around the block, find an alternative cabbie.
okay?
But like, to be straight up honest with you, I think we need to tell the city about the rest of the gold that's in there, because
It's not in there anymore.
well, some of it might be
They're taking it out now.
if they know to get in.
Yeah.
I don't think they do, otherwise they'd have gone for it already.
Well, we stopped them mid unload, didn't we?
Yeah, but that's it. They got into that.
Yeah.
Well, they hadn't
triggered the ooze or the fresco, or I don't think they knew. So which city do you think we tell as well? Who?
Let me see if I can find my notes.
Oh, sorry. The guy that we spoke to when he let us out of prison?
Yes.
Or I could try...
Unless you've got any contacts that need telling, but at the end of the day, we've kind of got
Yeah,
out a bit of a sticky situation with the law.
yeah, he's already given us a bit of a
So I think we need to kind of
free
honour.
ride.
Mm. Unless anyone thinks differently.
No, sounds good to me.
I haven't got the magistrate's name.
The magic.
Oh yeah, Umbrose Astro.
Yeah, so we need to go and see him. They. Daryl's furiously looking through his notes for the House of the Holy Hands.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
What time is it?
Hmm?
What time of day is it?
Right now, you're cracking on into the afternoon.
Okay, because we know the House of the Holy Hands is closed at night. Zacharias is the priest.
Who's the priest?
Zacharias.
In the House of Holy Hands.
Or Zacharias or something. Yeah, yeah.
No, I think it's Zacharias.
Human name. Let's hope no mistakes. Entirely possible.
Fucking hell. Okay, so what is it you're doing?
Just gonna go to the House of Holy Hands and see if they can help her out. And there's a safe space, you know, there's it's a safe space we can talk. We can go downstairs underneath, and we can use there as a place to chat about what we're gonna do next.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you just give me 1 second. Because that's doing my edit now. So we've got down Zacharias. Has anyone else got that name?
Life name.
Just trying to find my notes on him now.
Yeah, it might be, you know. Might be. This is what happens when we've gone full on off-piste.
not gone too far back in my notes. I'm at the narcotics.
Okay. It'd take you, it'd take a good sort of, again, 20 to 25 minutes, even half an hour maybe, to trundle your way up to the House of the Holy Hands. Getting there, that you can still see that the door is open.
This is
And obviously this is in a different carriage to what you were originally in.
best explaining by yourself as well.
Okay. So we'll go in and look for the father of the establishment.
Yeah, you have a look around, and you can see him. He's but then you can also see that there are quite a few young males that are helping around the place. You see that one is sort of scrubbing the tiles of the floor as you first walk in. You can see that someone else is looks like he's mending something, though you can't quite see what it is that he's mending. Yeah, and you can sort of see him. He sort of obviously now recognising you. Sort of comes over and gives you a nod. See, you've once again sent more people my way.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I thought you could
They
do
they
some help.
mentioned a halfling of your description, so I assumed it was you. More people in need. I can't take care of the entire city. You do realise that?
Yeah. However, I thought you could also put them to work and make this place better and possibly make a business out of it. I'm not too sure. Teach them how to fend for themselves, earn a living.
Well, yeah. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them yet, but they're going to help clean this place up.
Let's see. Well, leave it with me. I've got a few contacts around the city. People who I know a brewer who brews cider and makes various different items. If any of these kids have got a knack and maybe think that they're worthy of apprenticeship or something like that, then maybe we can. Maybe Rimple will be able to take one under his wing. His wife likes to. She's certainly a feeder, and they could probably do with a couple of running around the house. So leave it with me. I'll speak to some people and see what I can do and try and help ease your burden, and at the same time, get you connections, throughout the city and try and make the world a better place than what we found it.
He puts his hand onto your shoulder, and he says, "You're doing all the right things. I only say it in jest. I wouldn't turn anyone away, especially not children."
No, I know, but it's a burden to bear, and they can't live here forever. They need skills and to be able to fend for themselves. So I appreciate you taking them under your wing, and as I say, I'll have a word with a few people and see if we can at least try and broaden their skill sets.
And Sakaris just nods at you. And well, I assume you've not just come to check on what these are up to. What brings you here?
Well, where we found these, we believe that this girl, and I kind of point towards her. I say I feel she's part of their family. I think these kids know her. I'd say, is there any reaction from them when we walk through the door with?
Yeah, well, you sort of see that a few are sort of eyeing you and sort of stopping or at least slowing down what they're doing as they're sort of seeing you talk. The one on the floor's scrubbing the floor just starts to slow down. He's just sort of earwigging. But when you point over towards the door and mention her, he immediately stops what he's doing and he just runs out. Who has hold of her?
I think it's probably still
Probably
the donkey.
Morthos.
Yeah. So
Just knock your mic up, Mike.
So yeah, you sort of see that they run out towards Morthos, who's got hold of her, and they one start shouting to the other, and before you know it, there's a whole mob as people start running up from the crypt below, and they're sort of all massing around and shouting and pushing each other around as Morthos starts to carry her into the temple. Sakara says, what seems to be the problem with her?
And I just kind of put my arm, I say around his shoulders, but I wouldn't be that high. I just kind of put my arm on his back and lower my tone a little bit and say, yeah, when we found her, she was screaming. Her eyes kind of rolled to the back of the head. Was the blood as well?
Yeah, blood on her nose and her ears, which is still evident.
Yeah.
It's dried now and
Yeah,
crusty.
and she was bleeding from her nose and her ears. I'm not exactly sure what's gone on. I've not really attempted to treat her. We managed to stop her from screaming, and she entered this comatose state. Between us, I think she's attuned to a magical item, and I will show him. I'll pull out the stone and show him and say, you know, which in the time since she's attuned to it, I've now attuned to it. So I'm not sure if there's anything that has been caused, that's caused this. I've not cast any restoration spells or anything like that on her. But I thought maybe you could help look after her. She's breathing, and obviously this is where her friends, family are. And it seemed like the right place to give her the best chance of some type of recovery.
As you're saying this, he's like sort of checking a pulse. He's checking around her neck. He's looking at her airways, listening to her breath. He pulls her eyes back, eyelids back to sort of see her eyes, and he says, "Well, this looks like, well, she's in complete shock. Well, let's not do anything too rash. She's in safe hands, and well, let me see what we can do. What I would suggest is getting whatever that is as far away from her as we can, just for the time being, and keep a distance. But I'll do whatever I can do. I know a few people as well. Maybe they can help. So
And
whatever the affliction is, I'm sure we can find a way.
And I again put my hand on him, and I go and pull out my coin pouch, which is pretty light. But I go rooting through it, and I pull out 10 gold pieces. I pass them and say, I know it's not enough. I know it won't go far. But hopefully it'll see you through a few days. If you do need any support, give me. But I will be in touch, or one of our friends will be in touch, and hopefully try and help you out, and we can build a network around this city.
He takes the coins and he says, "We're working for a higher purpose than gold. Whatever your path is and whatever my path is, and how different they are, it is a higher path nonetheless. I appreciate the gold. It will help to nourish the children. But gold is not what we seek right now."
What are
Stay
you?
the path. And I'll take this. I'll get them fed. I'll keep them safe. If you have people that can take them on as apprentices, then yeah, that's a start. But I'll see what I can do for the girl.
Yeah, we'll. If she gets better and she gets a little bit stable, can you send word? Do you know Troll Skull? The region of the city.
Yeah, it's not far from here.
Yeah, well, we're there. Troll Skull Manor Keep. I'm looking at making it into a tavern, or something like that. But send word there. Our door, like yours, is always open to friends. So let me know if you need anything for the kids, for yourself, and you know, we'll be there.
So he looks around the room and he sort of sees this sort of quite gaunt but lanky boy. He's got sort of he's not like of dark skin, but he's got quite a tan complexion, like naturally tan complexion, dark hair, dark eyes. And he says, "You boy, what's your name?" And he says, "Jake, father." He says, "Well, follow these to Troll Skull. Get a good idea of where they are, where they live. And you'll be the messenger. You'll be the runner. Become familiar with the route, boy. I want you back before it goes dark." And he turns to the other boys and says, "Right, who's going to give me a hand sorting this one out?" And he takes the girl then from Morthos. "Come on now, let's make space." And he starts to head off.
If I just come up to Isla, Isla, do you think it's worth asking if or what he knows about Osmodeus? Like a little
So,
private sidebar thing, because gods and devils.
yeah. Father, just one thing quickly. Does the name Asmodeus mean much to you?
Only in darkness, but I dabble in the light. He just gives you a nod. Now, I imagine if you're using that word, and he sort of says over the shoulder, "You're in a lot worse bother than I thought you were."
It's cropped up once or twice. I'm not sure what it truly means, but it's something that I definitely need to look into.
And
Thank
he
you for your time,
carries
Father.
on going.
Right. Should we go back to Troll Skull? It's a walking distance, isn't it?
Yeah, you can walk it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's show Jake the way.
Okay. You guys head off. Anything you want to do on your way back?
Is there anywhere that would be on the way back that obviously like you can get jewel? I could try and trade the jewels in for anything.
It's not fucking about. I love it.
What are you looking at trading them in for?
Depends where I go. What they would have.
So this is what you picked up in the small secret room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you managed to get, they were precious stones, they were. So what you got 33 blue quartz gemstones.
Okay.
So each one of them probably worth around 10 gold each.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then there was a statue, wasn't there, of a dwarf
Yeah.
with amethyst eyes. Yeah, which you ascertain is probably worth something as well.
Yeah. But is there anywhere that we'd pass that I'd be able to see, or is it not that you know, not that we know of?
Let me just have a quick look. No, not that you can see on your way, but you figure that somewhere like the trades ward, where you took the crown, that sort of area would have plenty of places to go and trade in.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, no, so just make the way back to Troll Skull.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything on the way?
No, not especially.
Not really. I might have like some small talk with Jake and see how he's been treated and if he has any aspirations in life.
Yeah. This is all pretty new to him. You know, his life has been underground for a long time, and he seems he seems almost antisocial, if you like. He seems like he's not got his social skills are lacking a lot. He doesn't seem to be doing this on purpose. It just seems to be sort of him, if you like. But yeah, he just sort of trudges along, and he does say, "Thank you for saving Nat. Thanks for saving us." And he just carries on trudging.
I just put my arm around him and go, you can make something of yourself. Do it for yourself. Given an opportunity, as I was back in the day.
Well, you know, you were saying about like, I overheard you saying about apprenticeship. Well, what if I wanted to do what you do?
And so if you want to do what I do, do you have faith?
Well, I've got nothing to have faith in. I don't mean that in a bad way, but just, well, I understand that people do have faith. I wouldn't know where to put my faith, really.
And just kind of saying that's part of the beauty about faith. You don't need to know where to put it. You just need to have it. You know, you've spent a lot of time underground, with your friends. Maybe they weren't friends. Maybe now you call them family. If you put faith in them and listen to Father back at the House of the Holy Hands, if any time comes available, I will pop in and see you, and we'll see what we can do. The doors open in mysterious ways, but have faith. Have faith in people, and maybe just maybe you'll be touched by the divine, as I was. But
He sort of nods.
If it's something that you're interested in, then I will come and visit.
He gives a nod, and as you're finishing off this conversation, you just round in the corner. Before you is Troll Skull.
Cool. And obviously point out the building to Jake and go, "This is where you'll find us. Come inside. I'll introduce you to Frederick. If we're not there, he almost certainly will be. He runs the place for us. So if you have a message, leave it with him, and he'll relay it on to us."
Yeah, and as you walk in, and Frederick sort of gets up from this creaking chair. He's like looking up. You sort of see this sort of shock, and sort of Frederick looks down on him. You're like the collector of people. Who's this one now?
This is Jake. He's staying over at the House of the Holy Hands. He may be popping back into from time to time. He's a bit of a runner, bit of a messenger. You know, us and our religious types. So yeah, if he comes in, treat him well, give him a meal on us.
Say hi, Jake.
And look after him.
So Jake's sort of like looking up, and then this big Goliath hand comes down and starts tussling his hair, and he sort of nods and, okay, well I know where you are.
Don't worry, Jake. He's a gentle giant. Try to only deal with us or him.
Yeah, it's the ghost you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, and as he's about to turn, you see Frederick sort of heading over to the bar, and he pulls out like a cob, like a bread roll, and he says, "Jake," and he throws him the roll. He catches it, and you sort of see him sort of take sort of chunks out of it as he starts to leave, and you just sort of hear the patter of his feet as he starts to just leg it from the down the street, heading back towards the House of the Holy Hands. Anyway, speaking of people, and Frederick turns around and you see that Sildar is sat the table, or one of the tables. Oh, you lot have been busy, haven't you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Sildar.
No. Frederick's been filling me in. The place looks better.
Thank you very much.
You
What have you been up to?
this and that. Keep my ear close to the ground, as usual.
What's the ground saying?
Well, peculiar things have been going on in the city. Houses have fallen from grace. The Growlhuns, for example. I'm sure you've got nothing whatsoever to do with that.
Who are them?
Well, they were quite influential, and you have been stirring things up, I suspect. But all eyes, all ears, and all attention is turning to the Castellanta's twins' birthday party tomorrow night. I'm sure you haven't got your sights set on that either.
Happen to have an invite?
Well, you're meddling in, well, quite hefty affairs of the city. I do hope you're going to take care. But what I will say is I'm around if you need me.
Do you have an invite yourself? Will you be there?
No, I'm not of that stature. Do I need to get an invite?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I'm not going to be around the bush, Sildar. Some shit's about to go down in that place tomorrow night.
Oh well, you can fill me in over something to eat.
That definitely sounds like a plan. I am starving.
Yeah. I'm also I'm going to go and see Frederick and just say to him, Frederick, can you do us a favour. Either have a look around, or if you get a chance when you pop out next, see if you can find a 3-inch by 3-inch block of oak treated, and some twine, please. And also see if you can get me a whittling knife.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. I'm intrigued. I'm not going to ask questions, but yeah, I'm sure I can cobble that together. But why don't you take a seat and I'll pour some drinks.
I will fist bump him.
It's like me fist pumping Teddy. It's just completely size completely different there. And it's not long before you start to smell fried onions and garlic and various things like that. You look around the tavern, and the tavern is coming together quite nicely. You can see that he's putting the time and the effort in. There's now a sort of it's like a series of rings, which is connected to a chain. Which now that chain is now going to a wall, so it comes from the ceiling where there's candles. There's now 2 of them that are new additions to the tavern. And you can sort of, as you're sort of sitting down and starting to have tea, sort of see that one of the Frederick starts to lower one of the trains above where you're sitting and lighting the candles, hoisting it back up. It's a different light now, feeling a lot warmer. You can sort of see that where the kitchen is, or where he is, like sort of behind the bar area, you can sort of see that there's glasses that are appearing and pans and various things like that he's procured. He says,
Frederick.
He says, well, we're still not there yet. I still haven't got us a license, but well, we've not been shut down yet. We're not exactly serving anyone, so I'll keep trying. But right now, just try and make this as functional as we possibly can.
It's a work in progress, and we appreciate your effort.
Yeah. I was thinking, though, as well, one of those spare rooms upstairs, well, the one that I've been sleeping in, I think that maybe that would suit a large table if we could get hold of one. I think that once we start having customers in here, you don't really want to be having these kind of talks in full view of everyone. You know, maybe you need a bit of a drawing room. But it'll all come together.
I like it.
Good idea.
Just make sure that you get yourself one of the other rooms.
Either upstairs or downstairs.
Yeah, there's plenty of space in this place, and I'm becoming quite fond of it, to be honest.
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah, I like the idea of a drawing room. Maybe some nice high wing-back chairs as well.
Not too high, is there? Sure.
No, the bigger the better.
Yeah, and while we're talking about funny things, as Liz says, what was that you were talking to that poor boy about before getting touched? Like, maybe you should start rephrasing how you're saying these things.
No, this is the way we speak in religious circles.
Alright, okay.
So it's well known of the faith. So that we try and reach
Felt
out.
like saying to him, if anybody touches you, you need to come and let us know, divine or not.
Yeah, no, we like to reach out and touch people until they feel happy.
Phrasing.
Yep.
Yeah. So with that, it's not long before the food comes out. The cups are placed in front of you, full, and Sildar, with an absolute gobful, wipes his mouth on the back of his hand, and he sort of sips back, and he says, "Right, all right, let's hear it then." And with that, we'll leave it there for tonight.
Sick.
Sounds good.